On today's episode of Anime Afterthought, a certain scientific railgun, Season 3, Episode 10, Clone Dolly. Once again, I have been told that today is one of those episodes where I need to do a reaction, so lo and behold, I got the time, you get the reaction. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Yeah, he's turning to be, turning out to be a really tricky motherfucker. Now's not a time to be stopping. Yo, is she controlling everyone? Holy shit. Yeah, we're talking about thousands of people. Oh, is this a flashback? She looks pretty young. Those helmets are so fucking goofy. Is it Dolly? Is that the first sister? Yo, is she named after Dolly the sheep? Was that Matori? Was that a jug of liquid metal? Is that what that jug is? Oh, she saw her body and got super upset and has never come back? God, she's just a fucking lab rat to him. Oh, so she's gonna pull a fucking trick like she did with the apples. Aww. Cute. Yeah, judging by the types of toys around her, it does seem she's a little... I don't know, I wouldn't say mentally challenged, but maybe mentally deprived? Well, yeah, you can't use that ability anyways. It's so creepy, they're just fucking watching them. Excuses, excuses, you just suck at sports. I was just gonna say the same thing. Oh, what happened? Oh. See, I saw them becoming friends and... Oh. She knew that it wasn't her original friend. Oh. Oh, God. So she's dead. Oh, so she did die. Fuck. Well, he says, another reason why she was so upset with Mizuka over the sister program and her naivety. Oh, has she already controlled them? My main man Toma. I wonder if she's made it out of the factory yet. Yeah, no shit, a gaping fucking hole? Of course it's not a bluff. Yeah, that's the thing that Gensei is after. It's a booster for her ability? Oh. So that's what the scientists were trying to do. Oh, so anyone could actually use the ability, not just an Esper. Oh, so this is okay. So this is originally where the first, technically, sister was created, where they were trying to duplicate Mizuka, but they decided to ditch that to try to manipulate mental out by creating this exterior thing. Yo, what? They cut out a fucking piece of her brain and created two giant ones? Or at least, half and half. What the fuck? So that's what exterior is. It's basically a giant fucking brain that her brain can link with to amplify her power. That makes sense. In a world like this, that makes total sense. Yeah, I thought the cell phone towers were down. Yeah, this feels like a fucking trap to me. Oh shit. When exterior was activated, the bubbles, was that Gensei taking over? That's yeah, level upper. He's oh my god. It's like he's the main fucking baddie. So she's back on the network now. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh shit, did he just take the whole network down? Speaking of Satin. Oh, fucking take his ass out. Alistair's favorite, tucked away. Oh, they're after fucking Railgun. The fuck is that? Yo. What is going on? That smug fucking smile. Look at that fucking smile. Oh. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh fuck. Yo, oh shit. Did you see her? Holy shit, that was an amazing episode. Oh my god, Jesus. All right, let's do this breakdown. Now, last we left off, Mental Out and Railgun are in full raid mode right now, trying to get their hands on Kihara Gensei. But unfortunately, it seems he is several steps ahead, leading the duo on a wild goose chase, leaving Misaki's most pivotal asset severely unguarded. But at least we now know what he is after. Yes, exterior. What is exterior, you may ask? I know I was at the end of last week's episode. But before we get to answering that, starting out today's episode, we get a little bit of a backstory. And once again, we see the many paths laid out in this series beginning to intertwine and intersect. And this one seems to be actually quite sad. The flashback focuses on a younger Misaki, taking place at another one of Academy City's research facilities. It seems they're trying to research and improve Misaki's abilities, but that's actually not their primary goal, which we'll soon uncover. But before then, it seems they've actually decided to give her a little task. See, Misaki is not the only person in this facility. No, it seems other experiments are going on, one that is near and dear to our hearts, at least the fledgling stage of it. Yes, we are soon introduced to Dolly, in a reference to, I assume, Dolly the sheep, the first clone being in real life. We are met with the first sister, yes, the prototype of the Music Network, and it seems Misaki is tasked with cheering her up, recently losing a close friend due to basically scaring her off at the sight of her what is considered a grotesque body. They don't show much besides, you know, a Luffy X-style scar on her chest, but I'm assuming it's a lot worse than that due to the fact that it actually scares her friend off. Who's her friend, by the way? Mitori, yeah, the liquid metal girl. She actually has a glass jar full of liquid fucking metal. So it seems this is where, you know, the clone development is happening. I don't know if this is actually where it was conceived, like this is actually the location where the clones are produced, or this is just, you know, where the prototype ended up. We can see, especially later on in the episode, that the prototype obviously had a lot of flaws, and this one being a short life. But like I said, Misaki is there to at least try and cheer her up. And after consulting with one of the researchers, she's basically nudged into using her power. You know, you can't really erase or alter friendships that easily, as we've seen earlier on in this season. The lingering feelings are still there, but what about recognition? Using her ability, she basically is making the clone think that she is Mitori, or she has, you know, replaced herself with Mitori, and at least visually, because we see almost instantly right away after the two hug, I believe for the first time, Dolly uses her sense of smell and knows right away that this is not the friend that left her. But of course, things go perfectly. Every day they are just getting along better and better. Everything is improving. All the meanwhile, the researchers are just watching and taking in information, except they know the truth. They know what's about to happen. We get a really lovey-dovey scene between the two, and it's just pure friendship overall, leading to a very comedic scene where once again again, we see the lack of athleticism coming from Mental Out, where she misses at least like 5 or 6 times trying to make this one bottle into the trash can, and in doing so, she basically turns around and sees that Dolly has become incapacitated, and she is carted off. This is just a tragically sad way to intertwine the paths of the Mizaka network and the Mental Out ability, but it does it. And I can kind of understand why Misaki is so pissed off at Mizaka's naivety. She even brings up, this is why, you know, the whole level 6 shift sister program fucking started. Like, this is the link in the chain. Like, why are you so upset? Well, it turns out, you know, she befriended the prototype and had to witness, you know, her die very callously. They just come in one day like, oh, by the way, yeah, she died. Like, fuck shit. But since that instant, she went on full, you know, control mode. Like, she was able to get around these little devices, these giant fucking helmets they were wearing on their heads to, you know, to block out the Mental Out ability. But of course, she was able to usurp power, take over all the researchers, brainwash them, fuck up their memories. Like, she took control of this complex. Well, it turns out this complex it houses a key secret exterior. The thing Gensei wants, the prized possession, the vital asset to Mental Out. Well, it turns out, yeah, her ability is fucking amazing. And it's partly, well, a majority due to this. Exterior is basically an amplifier, or at least in base terms, that's what she describes it as. And boy, can it fucking amplify. On their way there, they get blocked by a bus that just happens to get caught on fire. Yeah, she uses her ability to control thousands of people for a distance of who knows how long. I believe it's several kilometers, so a couple miles for thousands of people. Yeah, well, in layman's term, the way she puts it, and I understand it, they took a core of her spine, you know, her brain, and they were able to basically clone it and develop it into a gigantic brain. This thing is fucking huge. So when Mental Out uses this ability, she's able to use the exterior to amplify. That's why she's so fucking OP. But like I said before, there was a primary goal in doing this. The researchers here wanted to give anybody the ability to control the Mental Out ability, which is, you know, fucking OP, brainwashing, like altered memories, erasing memories, you know, recognition. I mean, this thing has a lot of potential, especially when, you know, trying to pull some shady shit. And if it falls in the hand of Gensei, you know, we're pretty much all fucked, as we see in the end of today's video. But before we get to that, we finally make it to the building. We see that it has been breached. There are obviously signs of someone, you know, entering it. We know that from last week's episode, but Mental Out and Mizaka don't. And of course, you know, radio jammers are still going on, so no cell phone, you know, has any fucking signal. They get in and they see, you know, all is well, it ends well, or at least that's what they think. A cell phone, you know, call finally comes through. It was her attaché. He had decided to take 10032 to the roof because Gensei had hired, you know, special ops people to infiltrate. He even brings up the fact like this feels like a fucking trap. They're trying to lead you somewhere. I mean, I don't fucking trust it. And of course, as soon as he fucking says that, who shows up? Yeah, big old meanie Gensei, and shit just hits the fucking fan. He has this one device, I believe it's his own version of a remote. He paralyzes the attaché, picks up the phone, and starts talking to Mental Out. And basically right after that, he has control of exterior. Thinking she had succeeded in making the recognition process for exterior so convoluted that no one could get past it, she thought she was safe. Well, it turns out Gensei had a workaround, and it is a major callback to earlier in the series. Yes, I decided just to match its brainwaves to mine. Well, how the fuck do you think you can do that? Well, Mental Out knows. Yeah, it's Level Upper. Well, who do you think gave that information to Harumi to begin with? Yeah, it was fucking Gensei. And in doing so, he basically shows himself as to being the antagonist of the entire Railgun series. I mean, he's had his finger in every fucking pie. Like, this guy has to be the big baddie. But here's the messed up part. Going through all of this spiel just to get Mental Out's ability was a means to an end. See, he also needed the Mizaka fucking network. So now that he has the ability to use Mental Out, first thing to do, he undoes the protection on 10032. And now she's hooked up and back on the Mizaka network. We see Last Order actually picks up on that, and she even quotes like all the protection is gone on her. Accelerator's fucking like just watching all this shit go down. He goes, oh, now that I can do this, I also can initiate a virus. And then we see it. The entire Mizaka network crashes, or at least, you know, several of the sisters we see go down, including Last Order and 10032. Why? For a specific reason. It just so happens to show up at the very fucking end. Yes, his end goal, once again, just like so many before him, is to see someone reach level 6. And who is busting down the door? Mikoto Mizaka, aka Railgun. Now with a blackish electricity emanating in the sky from what Gensei just did, and Mizaka Mizuka in full-on rage mode. The black lightning is soon absorbed, transforming the railgun into an image I still can't even comprehend. All the meanwhile, Gensei is just fucking smiling, happy at the prospect of experimenting on Alistair's quote-unquote favorite hidden from the grand plan. Honestly, if you're gonna hook me for another episode, this is how you fucking do it. Guys, you did not tell me that this series gets this badass. What the fuck? What just happened? Yo, she just fucking transformed. Like, holy shit. Did she have horns and glowing blue eyes? And oh my god. Holy shit, this episode was, honestly, this episode is probably my favorite so far. I don't know how they're gonna top it. Like, that was a good fucking episode. Oh, so they unraveled, you know, Misaki's past and see how it intertwines with not only Dolly, aka the first sister, and shows, you know, that the correlation why she was so pissed off at Mizuka to begin with. We also see she's kind of intertwined with Mitori through Dolly. We finally get the explanation of exterior, and to know that it's basically a cultivated giant brain from her own fucking like cerebral genetic material. Oh my god, that's fucking amazing. I wonder how she was so OP. Even Railgun was like, yo, like, I understand you're the number one, you know, Esper when it comes to like mental abilities, but this is beyond what you should be able to do. And to see that coalesce into, it's basically a giant fucking brain. Holy shit. But then we have the true big baddie of the series so far. Like, he's had his hand in fucking pies everywhere. Like, Gensei's plan was to basically jumpstart the level 6 shift on Mizuka. And it's funny that, how does he know that she's Alistair's little favorite, little teacher's pet or something? Like, how does he know Alistair? I mean, are they in cahoots? I mean, obviously not if he's divulging from this master plan. Like, oh my god. And honestly, to top it all off, the cherry, the actual fish hook, the transformation, yo, that was ridiculous. Did she have horns and was there like 2 tails, or those weird things emanating from her? The lightning, the blue eyes, like, oh shit. Yo, but I can't leave out who else showed up, who else, you know, kept his promise. Yo, the MC of the series, Toma, showing up, trying to make sure he goes through with his promise to give Satin back her good luck charm. You know, just happens upon her talking with the disguised Sochil about, you know, Gensai's grand plan. It just happens to be, oh yeah, it's fucking Mikoto Mizuka. You're like, he's not gonna fucking step in. So like, wow, what a fucking episode. Oh shit, I am excited. I'm hooked. So with that being said, I cannot wait for future episodes.